It's only a dream, kiddo.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Booze, brews, horror movie reviews. Your final bros have survived.
We are here with Brian Hotboy Lagrosta,
Silent Slope. And we are joined by Shane, the rational, amusing persona, inevitably segueing transitions, or rapist for short, Smith.
Silent Mountain.
We are also joined by Mike, the cannibal gypsy.
Silent. See how fast my brain could work. Silent Creek.
And we are joined by the Matt.
Silent Valley?
I said Silent Mountain.
Silent Valley.
Oh, Valley. Okay, I thought he said Mountain again. Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm nervous. I don't get nervous for this show ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you guys are dumb and I don't care about you.
Okay.
That's fair.
But this fucking episode is making me nervous. Want to know why?
Yeah, of course I do.
Because I hate this movie a lot and I don't know what to talk about.
Fair.
That is fair, actually.
Yeah.
Chin, are you ready to carry, like, fucking 18 LeBron? Are you ready to carry like 05 Kobe?
Yes, I'm about to bring this team to 42 and 42. With 41 and 41, I should say.
Dude, I'm literally Kwame Brown right now.
You might score 5.
Brian's like Smush Parker.
That's fair.
Actually, no, Brian could talk about it.
I think Brian's Lamar Odom and Matt is Smush Parker.
I could talk about this from the perspective of a standalone movie where Shane can really deep dive the
Into
game
the
more,
games.
because we are talking about the Silent Hill sequel, Silent Hill Revelation, a film that takes place of the third Silent Hill video game, and I believe the first Silent Hill movie was supposedly taking place of the first Silent Hill video game.
Yes.
So we're skipping potentially the best Silent Hill video game.
Yes, Silent Hill 2. Okay, so can I talk video game real quick?
Please,
Just so
please.
everyone, the reason that the sequel of this movie takes place with the third game is because in Silent Hill, the first movie was based after the first game. The second game is its own standalone story with a character called James Sutherland. And then the third game is actually a continuation of the first game. So, realistically...
Why is that, though?
Because it's actually the only Silent Hill game, the third one, to do a direct, non-standalone story.
It's like I see what you're saying, because it's more of a return to...
It's a return of the... So the first game is Harry Mason looking for his daughter, Cheryl, which is her, Heather. Mm-hmm. And then he finds her, he rescues her from Silent Hill. Then the second game is the story of James Sutherland. I won't go into. That's not relevant to this at all. Then the third game is the story of Heather, which she's been renamed because her dad has her in hiding. And it's the town of Silent Hill calling her back. Okay. It's the only Silent Hill game that is pretty much, like I said, a direct sequel. All the Silent Hill games do reference previous Silent Hill games. Like Silent Hill 4 references Silent Hill 2, but it's not a sequel or anything like that. Silent Hill Origins, which is a prequel of all of them, leads into Silent Hill 1, but they don't have the same story. They're completely different characters.
How would you classify these games? Are they like all-timers? Are they just good?
Oh, okay. So if we're going Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, I would consider some of the best survival horror games ever made. Silent Hill 4 and Origins, I would consider very good games. Then once they hit like the 360 era with like Homecoming, Downpour, not the best. The remake they just did for the PS5, the Silent Hill 2 remake, is fantastic. But the thing is, and this is, I'm going to let you guys talk. Don't worry.
I'm telling you, I don't know what to say in this, about this movie.
The games have so much lore. And to go into it, without sounding too fucking video game preachy, the idea of Silent Hill is you have either your past demons or like you've done something in your past, and Silent Hill is the place that draws you in to make you face them.
Now, from a person that doesn't know the video games, is Silent Hill a real place, or is it both a real place as well as your own hell?
Both. Silent Hill was a real place. Silent Hill was burned to the ground because of the cult. That is all canon. The cult did a ritual. The ritual went wrong. Silent Hill burned to the ground. But because of that, Silent Hill is now its own entity that draws you in. So like you could go to Silent Hill in the game, if theoretically, and it's just a burnt down town. But if you are someone who is actually physically drawn to Silent Hill because of what you've done in your past, you go into your own Silent Hill.
Yeah.
It's your own version of hell, essentially. That's why the monsters in Silent Hill are different in every game, because the monsters in Silent Hill are supposed to represent your past trauma or your past what you've done. That's why this movie just throws in Pyramid Head, or it just throws in like these other monsters. And the idea of Silent Hill is the monsters are supposed to reflect who you are as a person.
And it have no bearing on a character like Heather's personal hell.
Exactly.
Because unless you're digging from the Alessa perspective.
Exactly. So Alessa is accurate because Alessa is supposed to be who she was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Like Pyramid Head is
where does he come from?
So Pyramid Head is the keeper of Silent Hill. Pyramid Head is like he passes judgment on the damned. If you have done something truly wrong, Pyramid Head is the one who passes judgment. That's why so Silent Hill 2, spoiler, James Sutherland, the main character, you play as him and he's looking for his wife. The plot twist at the end of Silent Hill 2 is James killed his wife, and he has just forgotten that. And he was drawn to Silent Hill because Silent Hill makes him relive killing his wife.
That's pretty
constantly.
Cool.
That's the twist, that James constantly goes to Silent Hill looking for his wife, but then at the end remembering he killed her. And that is his personal hell, is that he always lives the same.
That's what this movie should have been. Something interesting.
Well, yeah, they should just like stick to source material instead of trying to do something they think is clever.
Exactly. And Pyramid Head is in Silent Hill 2 because Pyramid Head keeps killing versions of his wife throughout the game to torment him. But like in Silent Hill 3, Heather is an innocent girl. She just happens to be a carbon copy of the girl that was sacrificed from the cult in the beginning. And she's brought to Silent Hill not because she is a bad person, but because the cult wants to finally kill her and finish like the ritual. So that's why like Pyramid Head's not in it, because she's not a damned person. She's just a normal girl.
Sure.
And this movie,
it's just a fanfare.
Exactly.
I see.
It just tried to throw in fan favorite characters.
I mean, I played the second game with you, beat it with you, and I loved it. Just like atmosphere, tone, and scares are really good.
Oh yeah.
I never played the first one, and I played a partial third one with you, but never finished it. Knowing that they came out with a remake, I think I really need to play that.
You should.
Specifically 2 or 3 or just 2?
Just 2. I played it with a friend of the podcast and who was on Silent Hill 1, Tim. We played through the whole game, and I will say it is like right there with the Resident Evil remakes. It's that good.
Wow, that's really strong, especially because that Resident Evil 2 remake is kind of goated.
You I know for a fact would love the Silent Hill 2 remake.
I have to grab that. But yeah, no, I had a blast, and I think that this movie, like the background is basically that they're obviously calling her back to Silent Hill. Mm-hmm. The father is trying to protect her from going there.
Yes.
Obviously, this is a spoiler podcast, but yeah. So the Order wants to grab her. She is the good version of the Alessa, because there's the dark Alessa and there's the good Alessa, which is her. So they're trying to obviously like lure her back. And is it primarily because Alessa was their sacrifice gone wrong?
Yes,
because she doesn't die.
Yes, literally, yes.
And then she kind of creates all these things in Silent Hill. But like there's also this element where like she also has like this good part of her that was like quote unquote just like from this experience removed from her that she was trying to save.
So that's the thing in the game. Really, the twist of like the third one is that Alessa is the dark part of Alessa that is trapped in Silent Hill, and Heather is the good part of Alessa that was freed from Silent Hill, that Harry rescued in the first game.
He rescues, yeah. Because like in this movie, none of that is cohesively covered.
Explained. Yeah.
Yeah, so like none of that, that's all like lore that is not covered. And I think those missing gaps mean a lot. Like those missing pieces really make this movie hard to follow. Because once everything happens, you're just like, but like, why does this happen? I don't get it. there is a cohesive story. It's just not covered in the movie.
Right. And that's why this movie fails as both a standalone non-video game player movie and a video game player movie. Because if you don't know the video game, you have no idea what's going on. And if you know the video game, you're like, wait, why is any of this actually going on? Because none of this is in the video game.
100%. I mean, I would consider myself more of a purist where like I do like when things cover the source material. Like I would have preferred to see this like be a shot for shot remake of the game, like one of the games, or at least multiple games, but like covered. But then there's also like, okay, next best is like you make a standalone movie that works cohesively. And this is unfortunately like doesn't hit any of those.
So and to go into like something that did that really well recently is the Fallout TV show. The Fallout TV show took the source material of Fallout but made standalone characters. So it's just new characters in the Fallout universe. So you have your leeway to do what you want with those characters as long as you're faithful to what like the Fallout universe is, and I think they did that very well.
I mean, Resident Evil movies are kind of like that. Like they take a lot of creative liberty to really change shit in that series. But like as a standalone, if you were not a Resident Evil fan, you would like those movies.
At least the first 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because there's like 100 of them, but like they're not bad movies.
No.
They're just like the characters are renamed. Like Umbrella Corp is different. Like everything is different.
Yes. I will, and we said it even on the podcast, Resident Evil 1 as a movie is actually a great movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Like,
I enjoyed it.
It's not a good Resident Evil movie.
No.
But it's a good movie.
But I am super excited for Zach Kragers to be creating a film that's loyal to the game. I'm so excited for that.
Yes.
Especially seeing that now he's legit. After like Weapons, you're like, okay, this guy's made 2 bangers. Like he's gonna be legit.
Yes, like Barbarians was fucking great, and I'm like, all right, he's 1 for 1. Let's see Weapons, and I'm like, oh yeah, holy shit! Like this movie had hype and lived up to it.
Yeah.
Like I'm in. Let's do it.
It's one thing to have like a ton of hype, but also like deliver.
Yes.
Because Weapons was like the most hyped movie that for me in a long time, and it was great.
I fucking love Weapons.
So like I can't wait to talk about that movie in the future. But
as soon as that movie comes to streaming, I don't care what's on our schedule, we will be throwing that in.
100%. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. But of course, unfortunately, we are not getting a shot for shot remake. We are getting Silent Hill Revelation, a film that ignores all of the video games, essentially, throws characters in there for convenience, and also doesn't conclusively share the sacrifice to how the character is split up and make that cohesive, other than throwing Alessa's mom in there and her saying like, yeah, she sacrificed, it happened.
It's so bad. So we have a lot to talk about. And by a lot, I mean probably not much because this movie, nothing happened.
So, like, we've been accused in the past of, like, trying really hard at times.
Yes. We've been called the biggest tryhard podcast of the era.
Podcast.
Yes.
We're going to have to actually live up to that name.
Well, no, you are 100% right. This is the hardest we're going to have to try to make this episode interesting for you.
Palatable, as they say.
But there's always an easy way to start that off, and that's by jumping into...
Yeah, the spooky pit.
Hell yeah.
Silent Hill Revelation, released in 2012. Sharon's adoptive father goes missing and she delves into the alternate reality, holding the answers to her nightmares and hoping to find her father. This is directed by MJ Bassett and stars Adelaide Clemens, Kit Harrington, Sean Bean, Carrie-Anne Moss, Rhoda Mitchell, and Malcolm McDowell. And I immediately have a question.
Yes,
because
Brian.
this came out 1 year after Game of Thrones, right? And it stars the combo of Kit Harrington and Sean Bean. Was this filmed prior to Game of Thrones, or is this because of Game of Thrones? Because I think I heard it was filmed before Game of Thrones.
So I looked into it. Game of Thrones season 1 came out in 2011.
Correct.
This movie came out in 2012.
Correct.
I would assume this movie was either filmed right before season 1 or right after season 1. I don't know for sure.
You'd think because of the success of something like Game of Thrones, they would be paired together.
Yes.
But I believe it was filmed before.
You could
And
be
we're
right.
going to leave it to our faithful producer to find this information for us.
Get to work.
And all you got to do is type into the Google AI, what was filmed first? Silent Hill Revelation or the first season of Game of Thrones?
Yes. Now, while he looks that up, I will go into the movie.
Hold on. I can't possibly imagine the head people at HBO watching this movie and being like, yo, let's bring these guys on board.
We need the person that goes into the town as the representative of the Order of Valdiel combined with fucking Harry in our TV show. In our like $1 million
production.
multi-million-dollar production.
Game of Thrones was first. They began filming in 2010. Silent Hill Revelation, the filming started in 2011.
Okay, so this is an example of me receiving bad intel.
But it's almost worse because like Kit Harrington and Sean Bean just did Game of Thrones, and you're like, you know what's another really good project we could do together? Silent Hill Revelation.
I know.
Wait, so hold on. This movie was filmed in 2011 and then released in 2011?
No, 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it was
this
released
great.
1 year after.
Yeah.
And that does, I mean, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
Does it blow your mind that Thrones is fucking that old?
The first season was 14 years ago.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, that show was so good.
So good, and it feels like it was so long ago.
You know, it's crazy, and then someone said this. The Game of Thrones kind of fell off. Like, no one really talks about it anymore because of how bad the ending was. Like, people still, like, talk about, like, The Wire or, like,
Yeah.
Sopranos or, like, Dexter because of how good they were. But, like, Game of Thrones kind of, like, was the most popular show and then just fell off because of how bad the ending was.
I think about people are definitely do talk about, like, the spin-offs.
The spinoffs, yes. Well, House of the Dragon is very good. I have really enjoyed it. All right, but we're not talking about that.
Oh, Dexter's also still currently happening and very good.
And happening well. Okay, so the movie's going to open at the amusement park.
It's your favorite thing.
Yes, because this is probably the most game-accurate part of the movie.
Okay.
It opens with Heather at the amusement park. She's going through it. This is where it deviates immediately. Is here she goes on the carousel, and the carousel lights on fire, and there's Alessa, and then she wakes up.
What are those enemies that are on the carousel? Are those from the video game or no?
Yes, I believe the horses are like people tied up in the game. It's just like, so like with Silent Hill, like there's always just like flesh everywhere.
Yo, the game is just all flesh. And because you have like the the lying figures and the dark nurses and like, but I don't know the names of some of these other
I think
monsters.
those are just like, because they're not like actual like enemies you fight. Like they're just there. Like I'll like right away I will say Pyramid Head is not fucking pedaling a carousel.
First of all, have you ever seen a carousel ever that is pedaled by somebody? I was thinking, okay, not only does that not happen, but why is he fucking pedaling the carousel?
Yeah, especially because like this is another thing. Silent Hill is a real place with a real amusement park. So off of this, that means that the real amusement park, someone had to pedal the carousel. Like that's fucking insane. But whatever.
Where is the real?
Silent Hill is based out of West Virginia, but
Is it?
The real place is
Centralia,
PA.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yeah. It is interesting how this is based off a real life town. And I know we do cover it in our first episode of Silent Hill. It is based off a real life town that there was like a fire in the mines that has just always been burning and is still burning. And because of the smoke like that exists off Centralia, they created Silent Hill.
Yes, because the town is always covered in like that smoky fog.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. So in the video game, I'll do this a couple times. She doesn't end up on the carousel. She actually walks on the roller coaster and follows the roller coaster tracks until the roller coaster comes and runs her over. And then she wakes up.
Yeah.
But in the game, she wakes up at a diner.
Okay.
And from the diner, she goes straight to the mall.
Do you like steak fries?
I do, actually.
They're so good, right? The way that they're cut.
So then you like steak fries, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be fucking busting at the idea that KFC has brought the steak fries back.
Of course, I'm busting.
So are they called steak fries just because of the way they're cut?
No, because you serve them with steak.
Oh.
I don't know actually.
I made that up.
Yeah,
I have no
I
idea.
actually have no idea. Either.
But you believe me.
I did.
I
I did.
I don't know why.
Matt, look that
But
up.
I do know the shape, and I love the shape, and I love the way they taste. I also just like fucking potatoes in general.
Oh, potatoes are
Oh,
so
we've
lit.
talked about this
It's a
before. It's
goated
the
food.
most versatile food.
Oh my god, yeah.
You could fucking
I would say
mash a potato.
milk is up there too.
Yes.
But like potatoes is like very high.
Because, like Mike said, mash a potato, fry a potato, fucking bake a potato. Like, it does everything.
So to segue this, obviously you're the segue guy. I covered that early on, but like Sean Bean is pretty versatile. No, he's in a lot of different films.
He is. So Sean Bean, as everyone knows, is known for... Wait, Matt, did you have our French fry answer, by the way?
do, yeah.
Let me hear it before we go into this.
It says the French fry is that is thicker than regular fries and has a steak-like shape.
Oh, so it is based off of the shape.
Shit. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, because isn't that just a wedge?
Yeah, because I think because
Wedges and steak fries are the same
The way
thing.
you slice steak,
Yeah.
it does kind of look like that. So
Okay.
I kind of see it. It looks like the cut of a steak.
Okay.
I do see that
There we go. Nailed it.
when you slice it like that. I
So,
see.
back to Silent Hill. Yeah, so Sean Bean, he's known for dying in everything he's ever been in.
Yeah.
Don't Say a Word, right? Was one movie he gets buried alive in.
I don't even know if I saw that ever.
Then
Don't say a
there's-
word.
Then there's like that one movie where he gets pulled apart by horses.
I think it's a the movie Black Death.
Death, yeah, Black Death.
National Treasure.
National Treasure he dies in. Obviously dies in Game of Thrones. To be fair, I actually can't say this is a spoiler because if you know anything about Sean Bean, you know he dies.
Yeah, I mean, like his death in Game of Thrones is arguably one of the craziest death scenes ever put on film.
Yes.
That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
I think that like glued me to Game like episode 9, like, and I'm like waiting for him to survive the scene, and he just
dies.
doesn't. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because like you thought he was like the main character in the show.
100%. And his kids are just like watching him.
Yeah.
And like there's tons of like stuff built up for him to survive. And the fact they're just like, you're not getting that.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a good point about like, so like you watch all these shows, like what's the best like hook point you've ever seen in a show?
Him dying's up
Because
there.
that's a really good one.
I think Sopranos has a couple of good ones.
Yeah, when the episode College, when he chokes out that rat.
Yeah.
Not an actual rat, because I know you're gonna say that. Yeah, that's a good hook point.
There's a couple of really good
I'm
ones.
trying to figure out what got me like on Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, I feel like didn't hook me until season 2.
Yeah, it was season
but
2.
but I'll tell you what,
It was
that
roof
that
pizza.
show just held you in a constant state of like I need to give up on life to finish the show, because the first season it was interesting, but it was more about his personal life, and then when he started cooking and it really started getting more more heavily involved with bigger players, I think really got
I think
dicey.
It's not even a hook point. A hook character in that show is Tuco.
oh
When he gets
100%.
introduced, also the plate scene.
Yes.
Where he realizes the guy he has in his basement like took a piece of plate. That's a good scene.
Yeah, I would say like those shows have like really probably some of the strongest hooks.
But yeah, Sean Bean in Game of Thrones is pretty wild.
Yeah, as much as I love True Detective, I don't think it has overall like that first season is so good. But like in terms of like the hook, I don't think it had like the hook of those other shows.
True Detective hook would probably be the end of episode 4.
Yeah, it's already
that one continuous shot scene.
the show's already halfway over. You know what I mean? Like
which
so-
is insane to think about.
Yeah,
and I was in that show from like the first fucking line of dialogue.
That yeah, oh no, me too. Like I am hooked by that show, but like where you'd catch a normal like viewers, like that show really had like a slower build than like most for like an 8-episode TV show.
It's true.
right. Dexter, when you find out
His brother's
Yeah,
the ice truck killer.
100%.
Yeah.
In the first season, the ice truck. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good one.
See, Dexter, though, because every season's kind of different, so every season has its own hook point.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
But this is why I want Brian to watch this newest season. The whole season's been a hook. Like,
I was in from jump.
yeah, it's very good. Okay, but let's get back to this. Just because.
Oh no, I figured we'd have to do these like side points, you know, to like kind of stretch this episode.
True, because the movie's almost over. No, I'm kidding. But
What I was gonna say though is I think I texted you this when I was watching this movie. Like, there's this whole scene of like him and his daughter It's Harry, it's Heather, aka Sharon, but really Heather. And they were just oddly close. Him and his 18-year-old daughter. Like, she's sitting on his lap at the age of 18. I'm like, yo, this is making me a little uncomfortable. She gets the same jacket, which only has the only relevance of that is to the video game.
Yes.
It serves no other purpose.
Which, like, it's a weird scene to even do because, like, in the game, she's just wearing it.
She should just have been wearing the jacket.
Yeah, like, I don't need this whole, like, it's a gift scene. Like, oh, she's, like, stroking his hair. She's, like, 2 seconds away from stroking his dick.
Yeah, I kind of, but, like, in all honesty, I got that vibe because he's touching her hair too. And yeah, like, I'm like, yo, are they about to fuck? Like,
So before Shane explained this to me, I thought this was so goddamn bizarre. And he's talking about her roots. But then Shane told me that.
They're in hiding from the,
He's also not a real father, but.
See, okay. And I'll get, yes, but I will get, because she's adopted. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, in a video game, you find fucking diaries and shit, and you read the storyline. So obviously you can't do that in a movie, and you have to explain stuff. But like, I don't think this movie does that in a good way.
No.
Like, I actually don't think you need to explain why her hair is the color it is, or like,
None of that needs to be explained.
no, I don't need an explanation of why she's wearing the vest. Like, she just wears the vest.
The jacket vest,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
She's just have been wearing it.
Yeah. Because, like, okay, so let's do a cut comparison, as Dead Meat would call it, where, like, you fucking, in here, she's, like, goes to her dad, she gets the gift, she goes to school, she does all this bullshit, where in the video game, she wakes up in a diner, she goes to the mall, and then she instantly runs into the PI.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, there is so much filler in this that is not in the game.
So her going to school basically generates the scene of her talking to the PI. That's just basically like calling her Sharon.
Yes.
Right? Like and
Cheryl.
Sharon. Cheryl?
Oh, that's right. They changed the name
It's Sharon.
in the video game. It's Cheryl.
Cheryl, yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
like-
it's Sharon in this. You're right.
Well, yeah, but in any case, like he and she's just like, "What the? You're weird. Like, get away from me." And then like it brings the scene up with Vincent,
Right.
which is
Where
Kit
he's a
Harrington.
classmate. Where like, so like, I was actually telling Mike this. So like in this movie, for some fucking reason, they make Vincent her classmate, and they have like a love interest together.
Yeah, it's very weird. She's like trying not to build connections because she constantly moves with her father.
Yes.
because he's getting chased by some unknown source.
In the video game, I was telling Mike because I remember this. Like Vincent, like is a priest, I believe, of the order. He's weird. I think he's like 15 years older than her, and she fucking hates him. Like, no joke, he dies in the video game, and if you know how in video games you click on bodies and
Sure.
it says, she's like, I'm glad he's dead. Like, she fucking hates that guy
So why
So-
did they make him like a sort of high school heartthrob?
because Hollywood. I don't know. Like, it's so stupid.
They wanted to pair up Ned Stark with Jon Snow in a
Like-
Silent Hill game.
Like, it's like Harry's not even seen in the third game until let me talk about it, I guess. Like in the video game, Heather's at the mall. She gets talked to by the PI. She goes to hide from him in the bathroom. She crawls out of the window, and then she goes back in through the men's room window. And then when she goes out the door, the mall is no longer the mall. It's the Otherworld Mall.
Sure.
Which, yes. So then she goes through her whole, like, there's monsters. She shoots monsters. It's bread, which is the meme where she's in the bakery and you click on it and it just says it's just bread, which actually blew up as a huge Silent Hill 3 video game meme. Besides the point. So that's the whole thing. She goes through that. She fights monsters. Yes. But then, like, she leaves the mall, and then detective, what's his name I forgot his name. What's the detective's name? It's the character.
The PI?
The PI.
Douglas?
Douglas helps her get to her father's house. In this movie, she goes to the mall, and Douglas is killed instantly.
Yeah, I really don't know the purpose of Douglas in this movie at all. Like,
There isn't, because he dies.
He's like a toss in for, again, fanfare, but like, I don't get, in terms of like, if I'm like just reviewing this film, I don't. He just basically tells her that her name is not her name, and that he's like following her, but he doesn't give too much information. And then he does kind of just get his fingers chopped off, and he dies.
Yes.
In an elevator.
Yes. So in the game, to go into it, he meets her in the mall. She fights all the demons after escaping him. But then when she runs back into him, he's like, "I know who you are. You're Cheryl in this movie, Sharon. You were born in Silent Hill. Yada yada." He's like, "But I know, like, this is a cult. I know something's wrong." And she's like, "But we need to go to Silent Hill to stop this." And he's like, he sides with her. He drives her to Silent Hill, and together they try to save her from the cult. Why? They didn't do that because they decided to change Vincent's character and make Vincent a classmate who wants to help her.
Yeah.
So like but then at that point, why even have the PI? He's useless.
Yeah, I mean, like, so she really just goes back to Silent Hill for her dad. I feel like if not for that, she has really no reason besides those dreams that she's getting to go back to Silent Hill.
Right. So what happens in the game is when she gets out of the mall and she gets through a subway scene, which they cut the whole subway from the movie, which is fine. It's just part of the game where you fight more monsters in a subway. She gets to her dad's apartment and it says, "Come back to Silent Hill." And her dad is murdered on the couch. And because Silent Hill has killed her dad, that is her motivation to go back to Silent Hill. In this game, instead of killing the dad, they kidnap the dad.
Yeah, they swipe him, and because like someone knocks on the door, and he's like, "Ah!"
But like, I don't understand, why would you change that? Because Sean Bean doesn't live at the end anyway.
Yeah,
he stays at Silent Hill to find the wife, which I think is really cheesy.
it's very cheesy. They kind of like, but when she leaves the house in the beginning, like he gets that weird mirror scene where she's like, he envisions himself like being held by his wife in Silent Hill, and they're having like a weird talk to moment, because he knows that, I guess, that she's still there from the first movie.
Yes.
And but yeah, he gets forced, but his like job is to protect the daughter. Like,
Yes.
so
which was his job in the game.
he is, not to speed so far ahead, but he is legitimately like taken from the doorstep and brought to Silent Hill. She goes to school with Vincent, and she's basically telling everybody, "Hey, I know I'm the new girl. Don't get attached to me, because guess what? I'm going to be moving on when you've had a thought to even remotely care about me.
Yeah.
You're not going to see me." But Vincent doesn't stop. He likes her so much. And I guess the reason why, not only does he like her, he thinks she's like a nice piece of ass, but also because like he has to take her back to Silent Hill. That's his job, but he doesn't want to do that job. He'd rather just be, just that weird, creepy kid that just relentlessly chases her because she's apparently, according to him, a nice piece of ass.
Yeah.
Do you think she looks like Michelle Williams?
Very much so, yes. She's got like this Michelle Williams, Carey Mulligan vibe
Sort
going
of like
on.
dough face
With the
Michelle
hair,
Williams.
specifically. But, yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know what he sees in her. She's kind of weird, and I wouldn't go near her.
Not gonna lie.
After this speech, I'd be like, "Yo, fuck you. Make it away from me."
Doesn't he kind of look in this? Not in Game of Thrones because he has a beard, but in this movie, Kit, he looks like Matty Healy from 1975.
Yeah, yes, I agree. I also think his character was horrible in this film. I thought he did a terrible job in this film. I wish he wasn't remotely associated with this movie.
Handsome guy though.
Very handsome guy. Good
but terrible movie.
Good leather, but like that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Don't we all want to look like Matty Healy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
I mean,
yeah, sure.
he dated Taylor Swift for like 2 months, and then she wrote an entire album about him.
That's what she
while
does.
dating Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but we're all happy that she's getting married. and
I
she's-
can't. I am going to do my best to get an invite to the royal
I'm trying to
wedding.
get married. I'm trying to get an invite too. I've been trying to get an invite to that
Just
wedding.
imagine if they get divorced, like the record she's gonna put out about him.
Yeah, I actually think it's weird because I think it's gonna go like one or two. I think they're gonna be fine.
I actually do too.
I think she's either gonna turn into like full Taylor Swift mommy mode and just have a bunch of kids,
Yeah, I can
and
see
like
that.
halt her career, or she's just not gonna do any of that because I wouldn't expect her to get married at the age that she's at. Because I feel like she's way like for her and her stories and songs kind of late to the game, but she'll just continue her career. So I think it's either going to be baby fever or just continuing the career.
I do think they're going to have kids relatively quickly.
I think so too. I think that's what
Yeah.
like.
So you think he's gonna retire?
Oh, I actually think this is his last year in the NFL.
And then she's gonna. Like,
He almost retired after last season.
he
just didn't want to go out with a Super Bowl loss.
He's already hit the lack of production.
Yeah.
wasn't
pretty
he
hard.
terrible in the playoffs or something?
He was terrible all of last season.
Yeah, he just had a bad year.
Like he to be fair to him, he in football years is old.
To be fair to him, he's a surefire Hall of Famer.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, so,
Without
like, he's
a doubt.
good.
Where does he rank in tight end wise?
Top 5.
Yeah, I would actually.
Ever?
I would actually argue top 3. Like
Wild.
So
I think
personally, I think no one beats Tony Gonzalez.
it's Gonzalez, Gronkowski, and then him. Or maybe
What about Gates?
Maybe Gates or Ditka, but like I don't.
Shannon Sharp.
Probably just.
Yeah, outside of them. Gates was so good though. Like Gates was
I agree.
so good.
I don't disrespect Gates. He's phenomenal.
I actually think Kelsey overall was better than Gronk, which is crazy because I actually think I would have Gronk in my 4 spot. I think I would go
Interesting.
Gonzalez, Gates, Kelsey, then Gronk.
Yeah, I mean Gronk just like
Gronk was a monster,
for the
though.
limited time he played. He just like had such dominant production.
Agreed.
I know he had the best quarterback, but still, like
Yeah.
he just had phenomenal production.
He's got those rings too.
Rings always help,
Yeah.
right? What do you have to say, Emily?
Back to Matty Healy though, real quick. Apparently he's like so legendary like in bed because it's well known that like Halsey used to put out like poems about him.
Oh, really?
Like how good he is in bed. And like he had Taylor like Taylor's last record is literally all about him.
How good he was in bed?
I mean, I'm sure most of the songs are about that.
Who's better in bed?
Russell Brand.
Oh my
Russell
god!
Brand. After watching Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I'm like, this guy fucking crushes in bed.
Yeah, I knew it right away.
Plus, he's like really eccentric, so you're like, this guy's into some weird shit. And he's also great in bed.
Yeah, he's British, right? The British are always weird in bed.
That's true. Because the British are very sexual, though.
Yeah, so sexual.
Didn't we talk? We had a segment about that once. Top 5 like fuckers.
Yeah, we did have a top 5
You're a
fuckers.
sicko.
I think I put John Kennedy at the top because he's a legendary fucker.
He's a great
JFK
fucker.
is a great fucker. That's true.
I think I put Bill up there, Bill Clinton.
Oh, Bill's a great fucker.
Well, we once said that he had
fucker.
the biggest dick of any president.
Yeah, me and Brad rated presidential dick
While
one
eating
time.
cereal.
Yeah,
It was
Clinton.
cereal and President
Did you
Dick.
think of
Yeah.
another president that had a bigger dick than Bill?
Bill's got
Martin
a
Van Buren.
wow.
That's a throwback. Actually, like to the 1700s or something. Maybe early 1800s. I have no idea. But that's
I don't remember. But I want to say Martin Van Buren was packing a meat wagon.
I'm not a history buff. The question is, did Martin Van Buren have
Just a
meat castle?
thigh
Matt,
slapper.
look up Martin Van Buren's dick size.
Yeah, just a Johnny Rocket.
See, from what I remember, me and Bri, like the old school guys, like the OG presidents,
Yeah.
we said they had were packing serious.
Yeah, we went through the whole list. We really did.
And like the newer ones, I think I said Barack was not that big.
I think Barack and Trump are probably really small.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're more like just more hype than anything else. But like you can't like slay as much as JFK and Bill Clinton and have a small.
You
dick,
can't
right?
fuck that much and just not have an incredible dick on you.
That's actually so wild. So we're saying Barack is not a top 5 dick.
Nah, he's like a bottom tier dick.
Like I do feel like there's certain presidents, right? That like Andrew Jackson. Like he killed so many Native Americans. He had to have a giant dick.
This man never wanted to have a Pocahontas movie.
No.
Oh man. Oh, that was crazy.
Oh God! What about some of the early boys like John Quincy or
fucking
You know
GW?
what's
Massive.
crazy? I actually want to go on record and say I think George Washington had the smallest penis of any president.
Whoa!
He wasn't a president, you know who's not packing at all? Christopher Columbus.
Oh, Explorer dicks. That's a new segment.
That-
Explored you because like if you're thinking explorers,
How
you're
about
like,
Juan
oh,
Ponce?
I think Magellan had a meat wagon.
Probably, but what about Juan Ponce? He discovered the Fountain of Youth, right?
Right, but didn't he die like shortly after that?
Yeah, but he probably had a big dick.
Yeah.
You know who had a fucking hog on him? Paul Revere.
Yo, yeah, because like that shit was just slapping horseback
Yeah.
all day.
What about Sam Adams?
I think he had a big dick because he has a beer named after him.
That's true. You
And we
wouldn't
ain't
have.
naming beers after small dicks.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's a good point. Speaking of good points and big dicks,
Sean Bean, big dick.
so like, after the class, Sean Bean's packing for sure. Big Bean. And the PA goes off. And then she goes into the Silent Hill world in the high school where she sees like this is it the lying figure? Like the
Yeah.
armless man kind of
Yep.
like walk down the hall?
Which is also, once again, a character from Silent Hill 2 and not 3.
Yeah. It doesn't really lead anywhere because it kind of glitches back out and like Vincent is there and they kind of chat and Vincent kind of harasses her for the rest of the film. But that happens. That's like kind of the parallels. And I think she runs back into the private eye. I think she kind of just keeps running into the private eye up until the point he dies.
He gets murdered in this scene, right? Yeah. So he's dead, and
He gets murdered in an elevator by a weird looking. She called the missionary. She's a weird looking. The CGI is just quite miserable.
the CGI in this movie is absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, it's not great. But yeah, he gets his fingers chopped off.
When they do the dummy like monster later on in the movie. How bad was that?
Not great at all.
This movie's frustrating. Yeah. Anyway, let's kind of like get to the end.
Wow, we have a lot. We have a way to go,
Holy
Shane.
shit.
We have a way to go.
Talking about a
That's the
speed run.
first kill of the movie.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. So let's jump to like. So they're at the very end, and it's
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
How about
kidding.
like we could talk about like it's gonna get now. It's gonna kind of like speed up because the movie takes a while to get into gear.
Yes, it does.
And it's gonna kind of speed up because like she has flashbacks. She has like this box. I call it the Silent Hill box.
Yes.
With the symbol where she just starts getting flashbacks and she kind of sees like Harry. I don't know if this goes back to like her father, like the reason why they're running, but like it's not because of that. He's like running from his past. Like he killed a member of the order, and that's why he moved them versus like him just killing a random person.
Yes.
There's something about like having your group, like giving your group a really cool name. Like the Order's cool.
The Order
It
of
is a cool
Altiel.
It is a cool name. You can't deny that.
Like if you were to name this foursome here, what would you call us?
Oh, we're like the core four.
I would say we're the Pie Wacket 4.
I like that.
I kind of prefer to call ourselves the Publix four.
Goddamn Publix.
It's your
You know,
favorite
this
Christmas
movie would have been solved if instead of the mall, she just went to the local Publix because then she never would have ran into the PI.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, like that's how everything is solved. She also gets these weird flashbacks of Dark Alessa just killing people with her finger tornadoes.
Yeah. I love a good finger tornado.
She literally just tosses tornadoes from her body and just kills people in her dreams.
I must say though, the cast in this movie is pretty stout.
I would say that. I would say stout cast.
Oh, yeah, because it's got Carrie Ann Moss in probably her worst role of her career.
No, she was in Bye Bye Man.
I think this is worse.
This
Not
was
as a movie.
way
I think her
worse.
role in this is worse.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, she makes some really bad detective decisions, like all-time bad ones in Bye Bye Man. But like, she's literally so awful in this. Like,
Yeah.
her character is so awful.
Does anyone have a worse career than Carrie Ann Moss?
I mean, she's in Memento, which is fantastic.
And she's also in Matrix, which is fantastic. But like
Like the
outside of that, like she only is in bad movies.
That's kind of true. Yeah. I guess she just dipped after the '90s, dude. I don't know what to say.
It's pretty rough. It's rough out here. What do you have to say, Emily? Okay.
I mean, I guess we can kind of talk to like now we're getting to the point in time where she's having the walk home with Vincent, and they get to the house and they depart. She's like, yo, like you're a nice guy. Look, you got nice hair. You're very cute and British, but like I literally want nothing to do with you because I'm not going to see you much longer. So I'm going to move on because that's what my life has been. I'm going to go back to my house, and my dad's not going to be there, but the wall's going to be splattered with potentially his blood or red paint.
I think it's supposed to be red paint. I would assume anyway. Yeah, and it says like come to
Silent Hill, not come Silent Hill. Come to Silent Hill.
Yeah, so she's gonna go to Silent Hill to come.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then she's spooked. She's going to hear like a knocking at her door, and it's Vincent. She's going to say, come in. They're going to read through the Silent Hill box, and he's still not going to give up the fact that he's a part of the Order of Altiel. He's going to kind of dig deep into this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't divulge yet.
No. Because if he divulged that info, she'd be not into him anymore, and he's trying to avoid that because he's trying to get that pussy.
I think he only divulges when she actually goes into Silent Hill, which honestly I think is pretty soon. Doesn't she just get like fucking?
It's on the car ride.
She literally. They take a car. I forgot where are they driving to.
Silent Hill.
Oh, they're driving to
Yeah.
Silent Hill, but like it turns into the alternate reality when they get
Correct, because that's it. With Silent Hill lore, if Silent Hill wants you there, you go into the alternate Silent Hill, not the actual Silent Hill.
But it's like at the end of the movie when the cops come finally to locate her, because I'm assuming cops come onto the scene.
Yeah.
They see that he's missing. There's blood on the wall, so they're gonna go to Silent Hill.
Yes.
But they're not going into the alternate Silent
They
Hill.
go
They're
into
just going to
actual
the
Silent.
town.
Yes, exactly.
Because there's a sign.
That says
And
go
it says, "Welcome to Silent Hill."
Yeah.
Didn't you just have that backwards?
Yeah, I switched it.
Oh, the bubblegum hat?
Yeah, is that upsetting you that
I liked it backwards, and I would like you to thank you. Do you think that's going to affect the shape of his hair at all?
I actually think it's going to affect the show. Because people are not used to Shane having that much dynamic change in one episode. And I think the fans are not going to be super pleased with you just rotating your
your
hair.
hat back and forth?
But so I think you pick one and you go with it because your hair doesn't really change that much, but your hat usually stays.
You're saying this hair ain't changed?
The hair doesn't change, and neither does the hat. So when you
Yeah,
change the
it's
hat,
the
it's
same.
going to confuse people. Like
See,
this
the
movie
thing-
confuses us.
The thing about Shane, he's very steady, and he doesn't really like go. So like,
Yes, he's very static.
So I have 3 hats I wear. I wear my bubblegum hat, my Orioles hat
Yes,
for
yes.
Brian's dad, and I wear my Raiders hat.
Did you ever watch that show growing up, Static Shock?
dude, I remember that.
Yo, you ever
Good
listen
show.
to that band Static X?
Yeah, and then we have Static Shane. He's
I like
very
Static
static. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of static,
Is it? I also really like Cave Shane too.
oh yeah,
Shane in the caves.
Cave Shane's great.
I'm gonna
Remember
change
last
up
week?
something as well.
Yo, you can't just be whipping socks off mid-ep.
I think we can also kind
Emily,
of.
close your eyes.
So talk about the story of Silent Hill. You want to talk about how Alessa was burned alive? That's next.
By her mom.
Yeah, dude.
And like, so there was like this whole like ritual. We're gonna do some fucking cult shit. We're gonna summon fucking Cthulhu. We're gonna burn our daughters. And it goes wrong, and the whole town burns down, and all the people die. And it's all sad. Everyone's like, "Oh, my daughter's dead." And it's terrible. Did I explain it?
But like when she gets to Silent Hill,
Very
that's
well.
the first interaction she has, right? Isn't it with the mom?
Yeah, but played by fucking Deborah Unger.
Yeah, it's just like, oh god.
She was from the first movie, right?
She's also in the first movie.
Shane, how prevalent? Is that a word?
You wanted to say prevalent, but I think you had a stroke midway through.
I was gonna ask about clowns in Silent Hill. Are they?
There's no clowns. in
No,
Silent
this scene is retarded. This is a dumb scene.
Then why add this in?
Because this movie fucking sucks donkey balls.
Yeah, she dreams about like these clowns that are just like eating human parts. Like it's retarded,
Bro,
And it's her birthday party.
I fucking hate this movie.
Wow, that's so strong.
Yeah, like it hurts my feelings.
So you're saying this doesn't happen at all in the
No. There's a bunny with bloody like blood on it. Like so there's like this.
That is the grossest looking fucking food ever.
So
too.
like at the amusement park, it's Robbie the Rabbit. That's the mascot of the theme park is Robbie the Rabbit. And Robbie the Rabbit has blood on it. And there's like you know how like if you were to go to Disney World, there's like that person in like the fucking Mickey Mouse costume. Like when she goes to the theme park, there's like that person but bloodied and dead on benches and stuff like that. And there's that. But there's no fucking clowns. There's no fucking butcher scene. There's not a scene where a bald butcher is just carving a fucking guy. Like, what is this bullshit
Is this supposed
that
to be-
I'm watching?
is this like hell? Is this what they're trying to describe?
I don't
There's
know.
just butchers in hell, bald butchers, and then this guy like
And
cooking.
fucking McDonald's employee flipping burgers in the back. Like, what the fuck is going on?
This guy just cooking on a line. Just-
Yeah, make sure you comfort the cat that you just scared the soul out of.
This movie has stolen my soul because none of it makes any goddamn sense.
See, Brian, here's the thing. we can't get as impassioned about this because he's clearly a huge fan of the games.
He loves the games, yeah.
And I personally have never played a single second of them, so I can't care that much, which is why I'm trying to dive into other topics like, giant President Dick.
Which I actually think relates to this movie.
I think it's very relatable.
Yeah, because honestly, like you think, like does Kit Harrington have one of those big giant dicks?
I'm going to say absolutely yes.
You think so?
for sure.
He's British, dude. His dick is basically micro.
Why is that the thing that like British people have the worst teeth, but also the worst dicks?
Yeah, no, like if there's one thing I know about,
But they're good at soccer.
they're great at like British guys are like really good at soccer, and like they could pound back a beer, but like their dicks are like terrible
What about their
dicks.
teeth, though? They got bad teeth.
I wonder how their pussies are.
British pussy.
But
Probably
if that's
loose.
that's
and
another
smelly.
thing, and I'm gonna say this so strongly.
Yeah.
British women are fucking ugly too. Like they don't have much, except they're really good at soccer.
What about Lila from season 2 of Dexter? Was she hot?
She was mid.
What you saying?
I was into it.
She's a crazy. She's a they call it crazy broad.
Yeah, she's definitely a broad.
100% broad.
Well, she has to be. If you're British, you're automatically a broad.
Or a dame. But she's a broad.
God. I'm looking her up real quick. Is Lily? Isn't that one like porn star who bangs like 1,000 people a day? British.
I'm sure.
Matt, what's her name? Look her up, Matt.
Well,
Blue? Is she British?
I'm not talking onesies or twosies, Shane. I'm talking holistic group. I don't think there's a lot of hot British women.
I mean,
And I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate for that, but I'm going to be honest.
I don't know. Has there ever actually been a hot British woman?
Right? Of course.
Yeah, she's British.
Well, look,
She is, right? Bonnie Blue?
Bonnie Blue.
I thought so.
No, what? Emma Watson's British, right? She's pretty.
She's a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. But like, all right, let's take actors out of it, right? If I was just going through the streets of foggy London town,
I was there.
Would I ever see a hot woman?
No,
I don't think I would.
I was there. I didn't see any hot women. Great beer stops.
The thing is, because yeah,
great pubs.
we're ripping on like Britain, but like to be fair, America ain't much better.
Like
You walk into the local Publix, half the women weigh 250.
well, Shane.
there's a lot of hot girls though, like a lot.
Yeah, America's got.
Go to a fucking country show, Shane.
Yeah,
Bro, that's a country show. Those girls are like hot and Republican or something like that. Like,
well, in any case, I do think the problem with America is like we're fat, but we also have a lot of thick women.
Oh yeah.
we do have thick women.
So I think it works out. I do think there's a lot of hot chicks in America. How
There
about
is.
Canada?
And we're hotter than Britain.
1,000%.
We're like significantly hotter than
Also,
Britain.
our food is way better.
Bro, all Britain eats is beans and mushy peas.
Yeah, and fish and chips.
Yeah, bunch of fucking. Never mind.
Whoa,
Where were we going with that comment?
what was that? So you're saying if there was like a British invasion, you wouldn't embrace it?
No,
You would shoo away the.
I would
women?
join the army.
Shane ain't joining.
There
shit.
is.
No,
He ain't
he's
doing
not.
shit.
There's one thing.
He's not cut for it.
No
You
chance.
don't think I'm cut for the army?
No.
I could do at least 4 push-ups.
Yeah, you're not cut for shit, dude.
Yeah.
No. You
Like
ain't
if I got on the machine where it like you could rest your knees, I could pull myself up once.
you ain't cut for shit.
That's crazy.
Do you
That's
want?
crazy.
Can we get back to this fucking movie?
No,
Okay.
this movie sucks.
You heard it. We're not getting back to it. I'm trying to be the segue guy because I'm trying to finish this shit up. I'm trying to wrap a bow on this
Okay,
review.
has this review been off the rails?
Oh, shit, we haven't
Maybe a
we,
little.
we haven't even hit the halfway point.
Matt, time check.
54 minutes.
Whoa!
Scared the fuck out of Emily.
Oh, she's leaving now.
Oh my god! What have we
Don't
done?
worry. He's just a.
That moment when you realize your career is over. What have we done?
We're on 50.
We literally just got to Silent Hill. She meets Alessa's mom. She's gonna find out now that girls can turn into mannequins and become a mannequin spider. Like that's where we are.
That's not in the game.
The mannequin spider?
Yeah, it's not in the game.
Okay.
None of this is in the game. I won't go into detail because I just realized we're 55 minutes into the review. But I will just say none of that is in the game.
She picks up that head and she walks along with that. The head becomes a part of the mannequin.
Yeah, that's not in Silent Hill 3. That's not real.
She literally just goes.
That's real.
She goes in and out. I know. I do like the atmospheric shots. Like
yes.
And some of the music I like in this movie. Like there's like small efforts. Obviously, you have the Order of Altiel looking out the windows, and it's very creepy.
Yeah.
And I do like her walking through the town. There's not enough of that. She goes into like a house, and then like it's just like a bunch of like weird creepy shit. Like then, like I said, they're just literally throwing the fanfare at you with no cohesion. It's like scene after scene after scene of just like sprinkles from creepy shit, but it doesn't tie together.
Yeah, so let's talk about your favorite part of the movie. We're gonna meet Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell may be the worst good actor of all time.
Oh, she picks up the one half of the seal of Metatron.
Yes. That's a good thing to bring out. But like, so Malcolm McDowell, would you agree with me that he's the worst good actor of all time?
Yeah, because he's another guy that takes really bad roles, but he's been in all-timers.
Exactly. But like, when he's in a bad movie, he doesn't elevate it. I actually would make the argument he makes it worse.
Potentially.
Like, he's terrible in this movie.
Oh, he's not good.
He's terrible in Halloween 2. He's terrible in 31.
31! We're playing 31! Oh, God, I fucking hate that. Why'd you bring that up?
Because it's terrible.
But it's better than this movie.
I'm going to give it a higher rating. Like, that movie. That movie, what did I give it, a 3?
I don't know, Shane. I gave it a 4, I think.
Yeah. This is...
Whoa.
This is going to get...
Okay.
It's down there, dude.
Sure.
That cat is now on Mike's sock. So, yeah, she like fucking shoves a crest into Malcolm McDowell's chest, and like he burst into another crest or something.
You want to dive into the background a little bit about who he is?
He's Vincent's father?
Leonard is a grandfather, right?
Of Vincent.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, like he believes in all that weird shit that you believe in, and my mom put him in and had him committed in a mental institution. Little did he mention that he's committed in a mental institution. The Brook Stone, the Brook Heart.
Yeah, Brookstone's a chair store.
No, like in here, the mental asylum.
Yes, the Brookstone. Brookhaven. It's Brookhaven.
Brookhaven, yeah. In the mental asylum. And then he's just there to stay, and he's also the half of the seal of Metatron. So she takes the half that she just picked up, puts it into his body, and he just kind of freaks out all up until the time that he becomes a different entity. She takes it out very easily, and that's it, and the storyline is dropped.
Yep. You never actually see the seal of Megatron ever again.
Or him.
Yep.
Right? Like, what is his purpose?
There isn't.
In this movie, what about the video game?
I believe he's just a boss you fight.
Okay.
And then you get the seal, and then you have to put the seal into a slot to get into the church. Because the game ends in the church. Mm-hmm. You fight the god of essentially you fight God of like this cult in the church to end the game.
Just fight God as the end boss.
Not like our God, but like their God is the end boss.
Not JC?
No, not JC. We ain't talking JC. But like, yeah, no, it's like the nurses, right? Like, what? This scene actually bothered me because like obviously Heather is hiding. That she sees Vincent getting wheeled in by the cult members, but like the cult members wheel him into a room filled with nurses. And they just like die. But like, why would they do that if they know the nurses kill you?
I know.
The whole scene was stupid. It made no sense. It was so
100%.
nonsensical.
It's very yeah, because like I think that the cult comes in and the nurses just like stab
them.
Yeah.
But like, are we supposed to assume the cult has never seen the nurses before? Because I don't think that makes any sense.
That wouldn't make sense too. You would think they have a strong knowledge of what exists
in this world at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
Another thing that happens is like eventually Heather gets to like the amusement park, not in a dream, but in real life. And in the game, you have a really cool fight with Alessa as yourself. So like Alessa takes on the dark form of Heather. So it's just Heather, but like with blood dripping down her, and you have to fight her on this. Obviously, it's hard to do a video game fight in a movie. So instead they just choke each other, and she is defeated by the power of hugs.
Yeah, the hugs get there for sure. I agree with you. Question for you, and I thought this because like so the nurses go and they're killing the brethren and the people from the order, but then like she takes off the mask of one of them and this guy just starts to black ooze. What's the fucking black ooze?
I don't know. It's on the third game.
Yeah,
I literally don't know.
It's not even in this movie. The guy just oozes.
Because it makes no sense. Because if she can breathe the air, why can't he?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
That's like I said, me personally, I am well versed in Silent Hill 1 through 4. Maybe it's in a later game, but for me, my knowledge,
I doubt
it doesn't make sense.
I doubt it though. Like, when did like those
guys?
downpour come out?
I played it once, and I don't remember because I only played it once when it came out, and the game came out at like 06.
06, okay.
It was, it was like 06.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was Silent Hill Homecoming on 360.
And 360 came out in like 05, 06.
And it was like an early, like not a launch title, but it came out pretty early in the 360's lifespan. That's when the order came in that Homecoming game.
Got it.
But the Homecoming game deals with a army vet coming back to Silent Hill and learning that his parents are members of the order.
So all in all, you're saying this movie is a full-on cash grab.
Yes, because it takes elements from every other Silent Hill and calls it Silent Hill 3.
Yeah, and just tries to throw it into the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't really care about how bad it is.
Yes, because there's certain things that happen in this movie that, like, there's a scene at the end where you see the prison bus drive by. That's the plot of Silent Hill 4, Silent Hill Downpour. It's an inmate from a prison who ends up in Silent Hill. The end of this movie, spoiler, they get picked up by a truck driver who has the same name of the truck driver that's in Silent Hill Origins. But that makes no sense because Silent Hill Origins takes place before 1 and 2.
Prequel, yeah.
So how would he pick them up?
For sure.
Sorry, if I keep ranting, this episode would be 200 hours long, but like...
No, that's fair.
But yeah, like it's just like a lot of bullshit. But I mean, realistically, right? Like we talked about Leonard, we talked about how that makes no sense. We talked about the carousel. We talked about how like
what we didn't talk about is Pyramid Head killing off all these prisoners and their arms.
That we could talk about.
I mean, there's really nothing to talk about. She sees Pyramid Head and he's just cutting off arms in the jail cells. Why is he doing it?
Don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't know. Couldn't answer that.
Yeah. You just see him, fair and fanfare. Yeah, Pyramid Head's in the movie. That's great. Awesome. Cuts off a bunch of arms. They're outstretched. And that's it. I mean, like, they do explain in this movie that the reason why Silent Hill exists is because Alessa created, like, these monsters exist is because Alessa created them and they, like, live in this world. But that is literally it. Yeah. They don't go into the depth. They don't go into, like, it's a place where, like, it produces your past trauma. None of that.
Yeah.
All it will produce for you is a naked girl on a slab that becomes a mannequin nurse.
What's with the mannequins in this movie?
Like I said, it's not in the game. I don't know.
Does this ever happen? A human turned mannequin?
Okay, so I will say this, and it just came to me. There is a scene in Silent Hill 3 where she sees a mannequin, and then if you interact with the mannequin and walk away from the mannequin, you hear a scream. And then if you turn around, the mannequin head is on the floor with blood. It's like a jump scare.
Okay.
But that's obviously there's no spider mannequin. There's no people turning into mannequins.
Yeah, sorry, that girl doesn't become a mannequin nurse. She becomes a part of the mannequin spider. The mannequin spider forms and then takes that girl's head to be part of the mannequin spider.
Yeah, this just I feel like I'm playing The Evil Within.
That's such a good game, too.
It's a great game, but like... Yeah, man, dude, like I said, like, I know, like, we're on, like, hour 16 of talking about this movie, and a lot of it was President Dick, but that's because, like, when you actually think about this movie, it's such a fucking nothing burger of a movie.
Yeah, well, when they get to the end of when everything kind of comes to a head,
yes,
right, and she is, like, obviously, like, there's the whole... Vincent reveal that was part of the order, but he still tries to protect her, and he's even thrown, by his mother into like getting basically imprisoned.
Yeah, I gotta look something up.
But he tries to help her out. Then she gets confronted by Carrie Ann Moss's character.
Yes, which is Claudia,
who's like looking to take her and basically is her goal to sacrifice her?
Yes.
She's trying to be like the sacrifice like Alessia was.
Yes, exactly.
But she like turns into the missionary and has like this end battle scene with Pyramid Head, and then Pyramid Head very quickly dispatches her. Like I feel like her screen time is so minimal as the main villain that she's almost immediately dispatched and he cuts off her head.
Yes. And just for reference, Vincent confronts Claudia at the end of the video game, and Claudia kills Vincent. She stabs him in the heart.
But I would love to see some of that. You don't get that.
Yes.
You just get these weird Voltiel monsters.
Yep.
Like she saw the Voltiel bum in the beginning.
It's so dumb.
We probably talked about this during like Doom or something, but is this like the worst adaptation you've ever seen?
Yes.
And, what's the best adaptation you've ever seen?
Ooh, best is a good question.
I have some thoughts about this.
Season 1 of what's it called? The Last of Us is very good.
I agree.
I actually think that's one of the most video game accurate movies I've ever seen. TV shows I've ever seen.
Well, what I was gonna say is I feel like now video game adaptations I think are gonna start getting a little bit better.
Well,
I think
right.
people finally get it.
Yes. I actually will say no, because Dragon Ball Z isn't an anime. That doesn't count. Because Dragon Ball Evolution is the worst adaptation I think I've ever seen of source material. Video game though, the Super Mario Bros. 1988 movie is actually the worst video game to movie adaptation of all time.
That's fair.
Because it doesn't have anything to do with Mario. Bowser is played by Dennis Hopper as a normal human.
That's so lit, though.
This is up there. Realistically, as much as I love Mila Jovovich
How about
and the first Resident Evil,
Alone in the Dark?
Actually, Alone in the Dark might be the worst.
Or House of the Dead.
Fuck, man.
House of the Dead is
Actually, House of the Dead.
it's so fun to watch, but it's such a painfully bad adaptation.
Yeah.
I'm going
Dude, think how bad Blood Rain is.
bad. Yeah, that's really bad. I have to go with House of the Dead. It's the worst that I've seen.
Yeah.
It is so. Not only is it a painfully bad movie, it's a bad adaptation.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, Doom is also terrible, but it's not as bad as like a
yeah.
House of the Dead or Blood Rain. Blood Rain, I don't know, man. Blood Rain might be. It's not a worse movie. No, it's not a worse adaptation either. You're right. I think House of the Dead might be the worst adaptation of all time.
Pretty bad. Alone in the Dark's also pretty bad too,
Yeah.
because Alone in the Dark's a painful movie. It's
Yes,
hard to
like
get
House
through.
of the Dead has comedic elements to it.
Yeah.
Alone in the Dark is just abysmal.
Yeah, like if I had to watch one or the other, I would watch House of the Dead over.
Because House of the Dead, when the friggin' Asian girl and the American onesie is like doing jump kicks and
Yeah.
shit, like that is actually so
humorous.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I would argue Blood Rain too, because Blood Rain has that fucking passionate hot nipple suck.
Oh my god,
scene.
it's Mike's favorite scene of all time. That
One of my
nipple
favorite
suck.
scenes ever.
That's a great passionate scene. We love that scene. We love that nipple suck.
It's a good nipple suck.
Fantastic. One of the
Oh,
best.
the Halo TV show. Never watched it. Heard it's god awful.
Yeah, the Halo, because the second episode, Master Chief takes his helmet off,
The whole fucking point of the Halo series is you never see Chief's face.
and he takes his helmet off the second episode. Yeah, there's a lot of bad ones. God, this movie's still bad though.
Yeah, I mean, like, so that's it. Like, the girl's basically gonna get, Pyramid Head's gonna cut off the missionary's head,
Mm-hmm.
right? She's going to basically leave Silent Hill. The father's gonna stay in Silent Hill.
Which also, like, just kill him then earlier. Why keep him alive just to stay in Silent Hill
Yeah,
for a mom
just-
character that doesn't exist in the first
yeah,
game
she's
anyway?
gonna try to find the mom character in the state of Silent Hill. She's gonna leave, and then it's gonna have like an overarching shot of the police going into the real town of Silent
Yep.
Hill.
That's the end of the movie. Yeah, this fucking sucks. This is a stone cold 2 out of 10.
Okay.
I so badly wanted to give it a 1.
Okay.
So badly wanted to give it a 1. But then I do that chain thing where I'm like, well, when I think of all the movies I have given a 1, this isn't down there.
I don't think so personally, but it's just your review, and your hair's great.
Thank you. But this movie, this is one of those things where as we finished it, I was like, wow, I never have to watch this again because I watched it for the podcast, so it's over. It's in my past. I fucking hate everything about this movie. This is like Bye-Bye Man levels of bad. Like, this is fucking...
You gotta stop with that
Yeah.
shit. Bye-Bye Man's excellent.
Do you think that, like, how she had to confront her demons in Silent Hill, you had to confront your demon with this movie?
Yes, this movie is my demon. Like, oh, God, look at that. How stupid it is. How far he blows back from a shot. 2 of 10. I'm done. I don't even want to talk about it. 2 of 10. Go, Mike. I'm done. I'm over it.
I truly don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how to review this movie. I don't understand anything that was happening. It's almost a 1 for me.
But
But it's the lightest of 2s.
yeah,
Oh, I thought you were going 1. I thought you were going to train them and be like, but it is also a 1.
that would have.
See, like, 1s are like, some Slaughter Vomit Doll shit like
Ones
that.
are ones are not movies, really. Like,
Yeah.
they're like basically a movie.
I
Like,
fought really hard for Slaughter Vomit Dolls to be a 0 because I truly believe it's not a film.
It's barely a film, but
But like, okay, so this is really, really bad, but it is a movie. And for that,
I'll give it a 2.
you get at least a 1 for putting something on my screen. I don't think I've ever been invested less in a movie than
fair.
I was about this. But it's got to be even worse for you as a huge fan of the video games.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate this movie.
See, like for me, like I watch this dog shit and it's over. I'll never think about it again. But like,
I felt insulted while watching
Yeah.
this.
like your voice got really high when you were
I scared a cat.
Yeah. This movie is close to a 1, like as it could possibly be without being a 1.
So I think this movie is really, I don't want to say worse, but I feel like it's even harder for me because like I played a little bit of the video games, but I don't know all of the lore. So it's just like I don't know if it's a good adaptation. So I don't know how to rate it. So in terms of like I guess encompassing all factors, the video game adaptation as a regular movie, if it wasn't a good adaptation, I kind of come up with a 3. I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay.
Like, I wanted to like the movie. I tried to like the movie. I liked some of the enemies in here, but, like, it's not... The story's not cohesive. It doesn't really make sense in terms of the sacrifice, like I mentioned earlier. Why is the good part of Alessa? Why does she need to go back? She wants to go back for her father, but why does she need to go back in terms of the story? Like, obviously, the cult needs her, but she doesn't really have to go back. But she goes back for her dad, and yet she's mixed in with the cult still. And, like, they throw in enemies for... There's no... Like, there are Alessa's enemies. They're not her enemies, but she's still encountering them. What does Silent Hill as an alternate reality really mean for her? It's not like sensible to me. Like there's really no linear story. And for that, I'm going to go 3 because I did like some of the music, some of the monsters looked pretty cool, but like I said, it just the story is so poorly executed. I can't really go higher than a 3.
I would just ask these like film studios to stop butchering great video games.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... It is the studios at the end of the day. Like, a lot of these creators probably want to create something that's pretty close. Maybe not all of them, but some of them.
Or, like, get people on your team that, like, care about the source material.
Yeah, I just think, like,
and
you...
do it justice.
100%. I mean, like, Last of Us just got a good combination of everything. Like, you almost got to go, like, for, like, a more indie studio that maybe... let you have that creative freedom, but then again, you don't have the budget, so it's like you have to weigh the pros and cons. But I definitely think that would be better.
Like I've seen comments about the Halo show. They're like, clearly nobody on this project knows anything or
cares.
Is a fan of Halo, and it's just like a money grab. That shit's so disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty gay.
When's the last time we got a truly great horror game though? PT? I miss a really good like horror game like that.
No, I like I said, Silent Hill 2 remake was excellent.
It's a good point. It's not like a popular genre. It is like these like remakes that they made of Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
Yeah, those are all
like a
very
truly
good.
great original horror game.
Yeah, probably these requels.
It's all the requels that are very good.
You said Evil Within.
But that was even before PT.
That was on PS4 and Xbox.
Well, they made Evil Within 2. I never played
Both of them.
Evil
They're
Within
great.
2 is also very good.
They're both good.
I never finished Evil Within 1.
Good game.
Great
Very good game.
Phenomenal game. Speaking of phenomenal game, Matt, what are you rating this movie?
2. Just
2.
simply because
I'm the highest.
That's
Whoa.
so insane that the high point is the 3. Wow.
There's so many questions that are left that are supposed to be answered by a movie, and
Like
it's
I
just
said-
not answered.
100%. I wanted to.
And coming from the video game portion of it, that part like resonates with me. If it's named after the video game, it should have something to do with the video game. And
Well, yeah, Silent Hill, but
the
then
questions I asked Shane, he's like, yeah, I have no idea.
But
This
then,
sounds like a
you don't understand. There's Silent Hill. There's also the Revelation part.
True. Yeah, this was more Revelation.
This
less
is more
Silent Hill.
Revelation than Silent Hill.
It's so bad. All right.
Best kill. Best kill.
I'm going to go with fucking Malcolm McDowell.
Are you
That's-
sure you want that as best kill?
I was gonna go with the Carrie Ann Moss pyramid head kill.
Okay.
Because like I don't have anything really else to go on here.
Same. There's like 4 kills in this movie, and they all sucked.
I'm gonna go with that guy that just got his arms chopped.
Nah,
off.
he could live through that.
Kidding. I agree with Brian.
Okay. Carrie Ann Moss, fucking missionary monster. You were a great character in the movie, and we all loved you. And it's a shame you had to go and get killed by Pyramid Head, who shouldn't even be in this movie. So that we say, Babin Dobidi Dabidi, peace be with you.
Do you think?
Okay.
Wow, you really phoned that in.
Yeah,
there.
that was a real phone in. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. You throwing a bibbidi bobbidi boo? Pyramid Head is it because like she's the other part of Alessa? I feel like it's not like the Alessa though. It's feels like the better part of Alessa. The part that didn't have all that rage.
I actually don't understand because I thought Pyramid Head was supposed to be part of Silent Hill. So why he's like fighting?
Yeah, they just made a weird reference that like Alessa created him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they dropped that midway through the movie.
Yeah, no, this movie is
It just struggles to be, and it really is a cash grab movie.
Yeah.
Like there's no other way to describe it.
Yeah. Movie is mega ass. Okay, so next week let's fucking pull ourselves out of the slums,
Speaking
boys.
of week rolls, dude, how about the most famous requel ever?
Yes, we are gonna do Scream 5. Thank the Lord, we were doing something better. I needed this.
Yeah, I think we all did.
You want a little spoiler? I might. Well, no, I will at least triple my score total for the next week.
I think we all are gonna at least triple our score total.
Brian won't.
Well, no, but yeah, because 9's excessive. But
Well,
for the rest of us, yes, we will at least triple our score.
Do you think? So you guys are saying like my score of a 3 for this film was just painfully high,
It's
Yeah,
way
it's
too
actually
high.
way too
and
high.
I should go to jail for it?
No joke. I feel like you were like talking and then you just pulled it out of thin air. You were like, yo, I like the music in the movie.
I do like the creepy Silent Hill music.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. But with that said,
I mean, it's not good. It's
This scene though wasn't god awful. I like how these nurses.
have tits.
Yeah,
they great tits.
I like the tits.
good kids. But with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week to see the return of Dewey, Gale Weathers, Sydney, and the new Core 4.
Oh my God, we love Scream movies on this show. Tune in next week, the final podcast, the show that reviews a horror movie every week. We'll be back with Sequel September next Monday. In the meantime, please ensure to subscribe to the YouTube as well as continue to listen on all podcast platforms. We'll see you next Monday.
I mean,